Welcome back to Main Street Living. Well, our pets have gotten used to us home while working virtually, but what's going to happen when we all go back to the office and leave home? Pets might be a little sad, and so now we're going to turn to she's a certified professional dog trainer and behavioral specialist who can shed some light on how we can handle it.
There were a lot of good things that were happening where maybe dogs just enjoyed spending more time with their families. They might have gone on more walks. They might have gotten more playtime in the yard. Dogs are very social animals, so I think that it's going to be a harder adjustment for them. I think that they're also probably accustomed to going more places with people at this point, so there's going to be that disappointment factor when people are getting their things together and the dog realizes that they're not headed out the door with their human. Signs of stress can be more obvious, so we can see excessive barking, destructive behavior, dogs that are urinating or defecating in the home, even if they were previously potty trained. One thing that I think is a great idea is to start feeding your dog out of a food toy. So it could be something like a Kong. They come in different sizes, but you can stuff some meaty food inside of the Kong along with some of their dry food or some other treats. You can put it into the freezer. And if your dog just starts to get accustomed to eating out of a food toy each morning, that's very helpful because when you do start to go back to work, you can start to give them that food toy right before you're about to leave the house. I like to use some sound therapy. So YouTube has a lot of really great sounds like the sound of waves crashing on the beach or rain falling. And if you start to pair those sounds at first, maybe when your dog is sleeping at night, you can create an association where your dog learns to feel more rested and more relaxed when they're hearing those sounds. So if we start off playing them at night, then we can also start to incorporate those sounds into times where we are leaving the house, and your dog might, by association, feel calmer. So nature therapy is something else that we can consider here. I think that taking your dog out routinely to a nice, quiet nature trail is a really good idea. Research has shown that it can have a real calming effect on dogs, and it can help them better cope with stressful situations like when we do have to leave them alone for long stretches during the day. How has training been going this past week? Online dog training is a really great option. I think that it allows people to do training in the comfort of their own home, where the dog is usually the most focused. People seem to also process the information a little bit more effectively because there's not a lot of other distractions around them. And it can also just create some calm, positive associations with your living space, which is really important when it comes to separation anxiety. So focus on calming exercises. The food toys are great because chewing, licking, gnawing can be a natural stress reliever for dogs. If you don't have a food toy, you can even do something as simple as taking some of your dog's favorite treats and then just scattering them into the crevices of a blanket that's kind of pushed together. And so something like this is going to encourage the dog to scent and search for the food, and that's just one more set of behaviors that can be naturally stress relieving to a dog.